What's going down, man? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. It's Grownman Mondays. Yeah. One of them Mondays. Yeah. One of them Mondays. You feel me? Yeah. Come see about me on the 9 to 5, but he's still in the building. It might sound like 2 academicians and 3 box fans, but he at work right now. So going down. Grownman Mondays. What up? What's going on?
2 air conditioners and 3 box fans, boy. If you ain't cold after that, I don't know what you gonna do. Man. You gotta go sit in the ice box if you ain't cold after all that.
You gotta be freezing. You can't tell me you ain't freezing, man. I know you freezing, bro.
Got to be.
Well, I'm not in the market.
He got a black hoodie on and a lime green vest.
With some wool socks on. with the toes separated. or you got the pajamas on with the feet.
Grownman Mondays, each and every Monday. Galveston Podcast. It's 8. You feel me? Eastern time, 7 Central time. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
So, y'all know how we start this. How was y'all week of today?
How was y'all week today? So you asking about today? You asking about the week?
I said, how was y'all week of today? Meaning last week.
Okay.
I started the conversation of we get it off our chest. It was something to just vent real quick. You know what I'm saying? Bothering us, questions. Most people like to ask us questions off the show than on the show.
Yeah.
I wish the fan would ask questions on the show. That would kind of help this little production we got going on. I want to hear from the audience. That's really what I want to hear from. But go ahead, brothers. How was y'all week?
Shit. I don't know. I chilled. I chill like a bug. Come see what you did. Work.
My week was quick. The only thing that was bothering me about my week is Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Are they play fighting? Are they real fighting? That's the only thing that's bothering me. Other than that, my week was great. You understand what I'm saying? I got somebody home with me. They working hard with me. And I'm just like to give back to the community. So what's been really bothering me, you two brothers, is Elon Musk and Donald Trump fighting. Is it real or is it ain't?
It's not real. Elon Musk is losing money due to being in a company of Trump. So the only way for him to get that money back and gain all that access that he lost is to say he don't like Trump. He have to say that now. He have to step away from that now. It's killing him now. $1 billion. Just yesterday, he lost $1 billion. So I don't know.
Not a penny, man.
Losing $1. Losing $1, I get mad. So.
Yeah, I lose $20. I'm tight. So I lost $1 billion. I lose my mind right along with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I lose $1.
But he's the Republicans, though. Y'all did straight that man say, look, you better not go. Hey, none of them Republicans over there. And Russia gave him a pass. Hey, Russia say he can come over there and take all our information over there. So again, is this fake or fiction, or is it real or fake?
I don't know. My assumption is that he have to do that so he can get his money back, fam. That's all I'm saying.
Get money back. They got money.
All right. Just because they got money don't mean that money already gone, bro. Whatever they got, bro, it's just a number they hold, bro. They don't have that money, bro. They just rich. It's whatever. You get anything you want. What's really the worth of money? Nothing really, to be honest. So
yeah, we are.
When you got that much of it, you can get anything you want. Just snap your fingers, just cause. Craig.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
You wouldn't want to be. If me and you was partners, we got all the money in the world together. I'm the reason why you really won the presidential race anyway. But then you gonna turn around and tell them people I'm on the Epstein file list. You understand what I'm saying?
Elon didn't do that. Elon's brother did that.
I don't give a damn who. Did it. It was said. It should never been said. You should never me and in the same with your lips.
Hey, don't fuck with my brother, bro.
Yeah, we don't play about the fam.
Come on, fam. Don't fuck with my brother, bro. Straight up.
Leave it be. Mind the business that pays you.
Come on, man. So yeah, and I think that's Trump idea to say, hey, you gotta back up, man. You gotta say shit. Like, you gotta come out with some shit. Like, I tell you what, bring up the Epstein shit. Like, I give a fuck. You feel me? Because every time they say, oh, he was Epstein, you should impeach him. Who wasn't with Epstein? How many of you went after them? None of them. It's a lot of them that was on a list or was in the picture with him. So what? Everybody just got like this big problem with Trump, but nobody is building their attitude to be like him. I'm not understanding. He's a man just like you. So if he could become president and was convicted or whatever, had all them felonies, you can too. Bro, you can too, bro. You just got to get the people behind you, man.
That's basically what it is, man. He's basically selling. Look, you could come back from anything. That's basically what's being sold right now, man. Listen, I am a convicted felon, and I am the leader of the free world.
I am the leader of the free world, bro.
Selling dreams, man.
Y'all wanted to kick me out the first time. You didn't. Then you come over here playing with me. You feel me with this old bum ass motherfucker. You feel me? So all right, I chilled. You know what I'm saying? I was mad. I chilled, but now I'm in again. Shut the fuck up, man.
Tell him sat down somewhere.
I should have choose Kamala then, man. I don't understand. I'm not playing, fam. It's too much notion after the vote, nigga. Fuck what you talking about right now, nigga. Did you vote? Man, shut up. Leave that man alone, bro.
I ask people like, I don't want to hear nothing. I want to vote. I don't want to hear it.
The only thing is that I agree with is, if y'all hated me this much, how did I still win? Number one. Number two, how did I even get into the conversation or discussion of even being a president again if y'all didn't like me? So you must did something correct on that part. But at the same time, I don't give a damn. Don't you put my name in no shit that everybody waiting on, and I'm the one that's just to release the shit. I'm the one releasing it. So if I don't release it, I mean I look guilty. And you said, who wasn't with Epstein? I wasn't. You wasn't, and ESCO wasn't. And none of the people watching was. You don't even want to be on that list. You don't even want to be in the same sentence. Y'all don't even want me to talk about y'all and the list at the same time as it is anyway. So don't put my name on the list as I'm the president. And that's it.
That's it. That's all, brother.
That's it. Talk about this big bad that man was high. Well, it was high on robot.
That's what I'm saying. Like the nigga, you feel me? He set that up, bro. They set that up. It's all a gimmick, bro. It's all TV. It's all reality TV. It's all makeup, bro. Ain't no way in hell you niggas beef over in 24 hours. Ain't no way in hell. Now, first of all, how the fuck can you get mad about a president doing a budget when he's the president? Nah, that's where you go to say, well, you had too much feelings in it and Trump didn't. The fuck you talking about? You mad at him because of a budget he made up. He's the president. He did what he want to do. That's your problem. And that's why people are going around saying y'all niggas slimy, because look how you're acting now when you don't get your way on something he want to do as a president. That's where all the beef came from, bro. So you don't just jump into beef in 24 hours if it ain't script. All right, then. Because they acting so serious, right? They is not that fucking serious. If they was that serious, why he ain't take Trump off Twitter? All right, then. Stop playing on me. On my mama. Yeah. He ain't take Trump off Twitter. All right, then. Then how you beef?
You can't do what you want.
Oh.
You can't do what you want to. My manager can't do what they want to. They still got somebody. Can't just do anything you want to now.
I'm beefing with you and I own Twitter. You're done. You feel me? Finito. You gonna get off my shit. You gonna get off my shit, man. Yeah. Straight up.
Yeah.
So that's not a real beef then. You still giving him a voice to say something about you if it's something he got to say about you by letting him be on your platform like that. Then y'all not real beefing to me then. A real beef.
See, that's what makes me and that's what makes me think that it's like it ain't no real beef for real. Because if it was real beef, he'd have silenced them.
Thank you. He would have shut him down. There you go.
Completely. You know what I'm saying?
But we do need him. We do need him because he got that piece to go into. I wish I could see my quotations right now. Space.
So we need him, but we gotta put up with all the foolishness that comes with him. So it's like, where do we draw the line at?
That's the American dream, man.
I be trying to stay out of it because I don't want to be like one-sided on certain things, but I can't dislike somebody that I liked. Like, I don't know how to explain that. Like, I like Trump in the 90s. I can't dislike him because he's a president with some feelings that he got personally about certain things that I didn't know of to get to know him, right? Even if he is how he is, what makes you not want to get to know him to be a good person if he's going to speak with you? I'm just saying, in quotations, you see these hands. If I was to talk to him, though, but I don't know him, but I did like his swag of business. I like he was in all the black videos, all that. You feel me? You only knew of Donald Trump in the hood because of these videos and because he was around black people like that. So you had to ask, who is that? Oh, that's Donald Trump. He do the realtor. You know what I'm saying? He in real estate. You know what I'm saying? So I can't just like him like just because he don't like a couple of black people here or Mexicans there or whatever the fuck he be saying. I don't. You just let people talk, bro. Damn, just let the nigga talk. That shit don't matter, man. Let that man vent. Shit, he fighting demons himself.
I gotta push back a little bit on that though. Like you can't. You gotta. I don't want to say you gotta take a stand, but you gotta stand for something. You gotta have some kind of position on certain things. Like you can't just be passive. That's what they want. They just want the people that's like, oh well, whatever. It's whatever. You gotta have some kind of stand. You gotta have something some kind of principles that you stand on. If you feel me, got to.
I feel you, but
you talking about the POTUS?
Yes, really. Well, yeah. Since we talking about them, I mean, you gotta. It's not. It's hard to be lukewarm when it comes to that. It's hard to just be like in the middle. Like you gotta. I almost feel like you gotta be on one side or the other when it comes to that. It's either that's typically what you find though. You typically find people that will go to war for him. You got the people that's like that who ran up in the Capitol. You got them people that's like ride or die, or you got the people that just don't mess with him at all. But to kind of be like either way, it's I don't know. I don't know. To me, I can respect people when they are all the way one way or all the way, because at least you know where they stand. But when you like in the middle like that, it's like it can go either way. So I don't know. That's just how I feel about it.
I'm balanced, baby. I'm balanced. I'm balanced between what people opinion about him, and I'm balanced between whatever the fuck he be talking about.
So you just want to be a man of the people. You just want to be good in all ciphers.
Well, I just, like I said, even he got ways that probably irritate me. I can't dislike you because certain things, that's just like I said, me getting to know you. So if I accept that of you, then I'm really a true friend of yours, accepting the bullshit about yourself of knowing you. So I mean, to each his own. This is America. I heard we had a freedom of speech too. So hey, man, to what limit is freedom of speech now? That's the question. To what limit is freedom of speech?
It really ain't freedom of speech.
Goddamn, that's what I'm talking about.
It really ain't freedom of speech, because if you're saying something, that's not freedom of speech. If you can't say something, that's not freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is these rappers can rap songs, talk about what they want to talk about, and don't get harassed by no federal nothing. That's freedom of speech. But if you can't rap about something and he got to go and sit in front of 12 and get judged because he raps something because he's an artist and they call it art, then I got a problem with that. Ain't nothing free in America, and this ain't the land of the free. Because anytime something free, it costs. It costs something.
It's free, but it's gonna cost you something.
It costs something. Nah, for real. That's what I'm saying. What is the limitation now? Because motherfuckers is just changing the rules as they go to make them comfortable. I don't understand that. No.
On that from day one, in the rules.
Yeah. Nah, yeah. Straight up. That.
Yeah, man. Let's leave that there, because you can stir up some stuff with that. So let's leave that right there.
How's it been going, fellas? Hey, I tuned in to your boy, I had my book and my pen out when you was doing your thing. And let me tell you, you keep doing what you doing, bro. Do you understand me? I seen a vision, bro. I seen that vision, bro. You keep doing what you doing, because that was powerful. Your setup, how you set it up, how you give time for them, the crowd to come in and express their feelings, and then whatever, how your page set up, and tell them, and you say, how you doing, where you from, and then you shout out everybody who is watching. Like the 7 people that's on right now, shout out to y'all. See, I told you I was taking notes. I'm just boy. I'm just taking my hats off to you. If you can see me, I'll take my hats off to you, brother.
Listen, man, I appreciate that first and foremost. I'm a big advocate of, definitely giving flowers. You know what I'm saying? I think as men, we don't do that enough. Men too busy competing and, being rivals and all that. So I definitely appreciate you taking the time to say that. That was actually the first time that I did that. And I can't even take credit for that. That's something that I stole from my sis Open Book, who is one of the person who really got me on YouTube for real is my sis Open Book. She, she's deep in these YouTube streets, and she does a live every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. She takes the time out of all the people that be watching her. She takes the time out to the first 5-10 minutes or so to shout out each and every person that pops up in her chat feed and acknowledges them. And to me, I was like, well, I think I'm gonna start implementing that, just because, people, I like to respect people's time, and people don't have to tune in. There's a whole variety of different options out there that people could choose to spend their time at. If they choose to spend their time, with us, we should acknowledge them. So shout out to Shelly Shell, shout out to Boogie Time, shout out to Big J Beats Gaming, shout out to y'all just for being in the building. It's what we doing is not, it's not, the audience is who makes the show, believe it or not. I can get up here and talk to myself until I'm blue in the face, but when you got people that are actually participating, vibing, that's, to me, support is everything. So I appreciate you acknowledging that, and that's something I'm definitely going to implement going forward for sure. Yeah, man, and just really being, a man of the people, like Vato, being a man of the people. Don't matter what side of the tracks you on, you can still, respect people, and so that's what I took from what he was saying just now. Like I'm a vibe with people, and I don't want to get too far this way or too far that way because I want to be able to be good wherever I'm at. And that part I agree totally with. So, shout out to you, Vato, for like bringing that to the forefront. I'm not sure if that was your intention, but that's what I got from what you said just a few minutes ago.
Yeah,
So yeah, shout out
yeah.
to people.
You hit it on the nail right there, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
talking
man.
about. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, we hang with people and we sit here and fake love and all that. And the only point of me saying that is the acceptance of people who they really is, bro. You gonna have them around you, bro. You gotta accept them all the way in and out, bro. In and
That's
out,
true.
in and out.
And
Do you gotta
if
put
you
up with some of the things they do?
don't rock,
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not saying put up with them, but if you gonna have them around you, I mean, you gotta at least dig in on that side. They go both ways though. So if they ain't doing it for you, then they not supposed to be around you. Period.
I agree. I definitely agree with that statement. So shout out to everybody that's tuning in. What's happening? I see a couple people on the Facebook side tapping in. Appreciate y'all for joining for sure. Shout out to all Vato supporters, all KumSeeBoutMe supporters. Shout out to everybody, man.
Right.
Shout out to everybody who's in the land of the living, man. Shout out to y'all, man, because today wasn't promised, but yet we here. So shout out to everybody that's tuning in, whether you're watching this live on the replay. Shout out to everybody.
On TV.
Man, this guy answering the phone while he on. Tell him you live, man. What's going on, man? Come on, man. We got to be professionals about this thing here.
All right.
Oh man, what is going on?
Yeah. So.
Oh, and by the way, Boogie, if you still in here, hit me up so we can discuss getting you on my show, which by the way airs every Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Pacific. Disciple Talks with your boy Esco the Disciple. I'm trying to get my homie Boogie to appear on one of the last 2 episodes. So if you're still in here, Boogie, holla at me about that. Mm-hmm.
So on another note, I have a whole another this LA the LA and New York with them them guards. What y'all feel about that? The 2 people on the panel and then the people in the chat. What y'all feel about the little baby civil war that's going on both coasts? It's going on the East Coast and the West Coast.
Say that one more time. I think you turned your AC up a little bit. Say that one more time for me. He'll go on and cuss me out.
No.
He in a storeroom. Sound like he bought some Cracker Jacks. Ugly.
Yeah, I'm right here by the microwave serving the customers while I'm still doing my show at the same time because I'm that good. But I was talking about the East and the West Coast, how they brought them guards out because they fighting against the ICE officers. That's civil war. I was talking about it months ago. I was talking about what you gonna do when the war comes to your back porch, and it's at them people's back porch. What you gonna do? That's civil war. I don't care what you call it.
So my thoughts on that whole like deportation and all that, I don't like it. And I come from a standpoint like my parents are immigrants, right? So my parents weren't born in the States. Now they came here and they got legalized or what have you, but I just know that I come from a perspective of what would have happened, because my first couple of years on this earth, my dad wasn't he was still an immigrant at that point. He didn't actually get his citizenship. I think I was maybe like 10 or 12. I know I was still living in New York, so I wasn't quite a teenager before he got a citizenship. So I just think about how, like, my dad came to the country to basically make a better life for his family. And what would have happened if they would have tried to roll up on my father before he had an opportunity to become a citizen, naturalized citizen or whatever. So I just feel like, man, these people that come to the country, they trying to make a better way for they family and stuff. Like, leave them people alone, man. Like, they ain't bothering nobody. But you got and I know it's hard to distinguish one group of people from another, because, but just leave them people alone, man. Like, you got all this intel to be able to confirm who's not, naturalized citizens or what have you. Use some of that intel to, do your research and your homework on these people. Like the people, like, for example, like I know here in Virginia, we got a whole bunch of like Mexican restaurants, and I'm sure they got them down there in Texas too. Like, them people that come across the border to work on them restaurants, they some of the nicest people, like always upbeat, always smiling, always willing to help. Like, them people don't need to go nowhere, man. They ain't hurting they ain't bothering nobody, man. So I don't like that. I don't like that whole ICE thing, man. Rolling up on people and separating them from their families and stuff. I don't dig it at all. I really don't.
I'm not gonna quote on that situation. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stand out that situation right there.
What about you, Mr. Air Conditioner Man?
Cause I mean, the only thing I
leaving people alone. If you breaking up families, and they've been over here over 5 years, leave them people alone. They've been over here over 3 years, leave them people alone.
Yeah,
You're trying to create something. Yeah, you ain't got number 4 years, and you trying to create an economy for the Americans to become American kids. You can't do that in 4 years, bro. I'm sorry. You can do that at 8, 16. You can't do that in 4. You should have done that the first 4 years that you was in. Now you coming in and putting your penis on the table and slinging it everywhere and trying to. And look what you done did. When people fighting, they're not playing behind their family, bro. You think people gonna play behind their family? I know y'all coming for y'all. I'm coming for mine. You can't just spin me up like that over some because you mad. But your wife is stop. Your wife. Your wife is the same as them people, and you got the nerve to be breaking these families up. Now, if you're doing something you ain't got no business doing, then yeah, that's when that applies to me. I ain't gonna just say, okay, you can do anything you want. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm right there with you, man. I'm right there with you. You were saying something about, though. What was you said you won't jumping into it, and then you said because something. What was you saying?
Cause, man, I don't know, man. Rules are rules, man. That's all I gotta say about it. So if you're not abiding by the law or the rules of it, then I have no care of the repercussions of it, because I have to live in this system and follow the rules too in certain ways, or they're gonna come arrest my ass or kick me out of my house, or I'm just saying. So rules are rules, and what is it? And that goes back to that question again. What is the limitation? Limitation is the key word of today. What is the limitation of you keep breaking the rules, and then when you finally get caught up on what you should have been following the rules on, we supposed to care? Where that come from?
So if we going on that same token, right? Like the people, for example, the people who ran up in the Capitol on, I think that was January 6th of 2021 or whenever that was. Them people that got pardoned for breaking the law. I don't feel like that. If they were convicted of a crime, why should you be pardoned for a crime like that? If there was anybody else that ran up, anybody else that did something like that, they'd be thrown under the jail. So why is it okay for them to be basically pardoned for that, but then the people that aren't really, albeit I agree, they're not here legally, by the letter of the law. But why is it that it's okay for them to break the law, get sentenced and then get let out, versus people who aren't really doing anything, anything once they get here? Albeit, I agree, they broke the rules to get here, but once they're here, why aren't they extended that same grace by like, all right, well, they here, they ain't doing nothing. Let's give them an opportunity to be a citizen or whatever. Let's work with them or something like that. Why is that same grace not extended?
Because the bad ruined it for them.
But the rules that are, ain't they helping America? Come on now, you paying them. I ain't saying you. They paying them 2 pennies, and they still doing that work better than somebody that's getting paid $200
and doing it happily.
But he asks why. I said because of the bad ones. The bad ones fucked it up for the good ones. And that's the old school saying. The bad ones always gonna fuck it up for the good ones. And who's in control? The ones that's tired of the bad ones that fucked it up for the good ones. So all of them gotta go. So until the House that cares about them wins the House and wins Congress and all that, you feel me? This is what goes on. You feel me? The true teeth of the behind the law really comes out when the Republicans in the House, they really stick it to everything. You feel me? Everybody gonna hurt fucking with the Republicans, man, when they get the House like that. So you gotta be careful with that, man. That's why you gotta go out and vote for who you want to vote for. I'm not saying go vote Democrat. You can go vote independent. Shit, they got other parties out there than Democrat and Republican. See, let me open your eyes to something else than what they telling you. Nah, they got other people out there that's running for president that's not a Democrat and Republican. Do your facts, man. Go, you Facebook, you do this, you do that, you be thumb surfing all goddamn day looking in your phone. Go look up who's trying to run for president and see who you like.
With that.
Real talk.
I agree with that.
Real talk.
I agree with that.
Now and see, that's why I be saying ESCO me standing in the middle, because now I'm not just throwing out, I'm not putting a party down or this one better than that. No, go see for yourself, but also know the education of it. It's more. It's not only 2. It's more out there.
I completely agree with that mind frame. And had you said that right after you said that statement about I don't want to go, then that right there, I don't have a problem with that at all. If that's your logic behind staying neutral and encouraging people to do the research and look up what matters to them and what person aligns with their beliefs or what have you, I'm totally fine for that, because at the end of the day, everybody should be able to do their own research. Now, if you're not researching it and you're just like you're being passive or whatever's clever, then I don't really have any sympathy when you complain about how things are if you haven't even taken the time to research who's running, what they stand for, what they believe in. So with that, brother, I take my, if I have my hat on, I got the do-rag on right now, but if I have my hat on, I'll take my hat over to you on that. That's the right mind frame to have. Whatever you believe in, whoever you stand for, make sure that you take the time to research who that person is that closely aligns with your beliefs and what you stand for, and rock with them.
Yeah.
Don't just because you always voted Democrat. Maybe the Democrats not really aligning with what you believe this time around, and maybe that might cause you to vote Republican or independent or what have you. But so that right there, I agree with. Don't just go along and get along. Just I've always voted Democrat, so that's what I'm gonna vote, even
my
though
mama voted Democrat, so I'm gonna be a Democrat. No, this ain't no
Democrat.
father leader thing. And thank you. And you said it, you hit it on the nail again when you said that's why you stuck in the rut you in, because you didn't go do your actual intel of who the fuck they talking about. You just hearing names and people opinion about them. Oh, they got Donald Trump up there. He this and that. They gonna throw all the negative out there, but you didn't know he gave out money last time he was a president before he got up out the house, huh?
Yeah, them stimulus that everybody was cashing. That was Trump.
You didn't know that, huh? You didn't know he made sure that America was a great again, meaning the money need to be made here for us. He's saying what you saying. He can't do everything. He can't do everything, man, for us in America.
And I think,
but he's trying before he leave. That's all
and I
he's
think
saying.
And I think the thing that people really need to realize is that no one man has all that power.
No, nobody.
So, we got it's something called checks and balance, where we got the Senate, we got the House, we got all these different parties that have their hand in the pot. So it's not just Trump. Now, yes, he can sign off some things executively, but he got to answer to other people. There are other people below him. That's why when it comes for like the Senate and like the House, and when all those elections, those people, you got to vote for them people too. Don't just wait until every 4 years when the president is up, for re-election or whatever. You got to vote for your local councilman. You got to vote for the people that's impacting you locally. You got to vote for all of these things, man. Not just, Trump or whoever's the head, but you got to vote for everything that leads up to that as well. Supreme Court, your local, your mayors, your councilmen, all of those things matter, man. People just so focused on the big picture, but they don't think, they fail to realize that there's so much other things that go into government and things that affect you even more so than the presidency. But people they overlook that, man, and that's the part that is frustrating.
And y'all getting fucked locally, and you worrying about a nigga that's nationally. What the fuck?
Yeah, man.
Nation. You were, and you ain't worrying about the nigga that stay up the street in the big mansion, the big governor's highs, the big mayor's highs in your city. He got the big top floor condo, big indoor pool and shit like that. You ain't worrying about him, huh? You worrying about the president that ain't gonna ever see your city, probably state, if it ain't nothing majorly happen there, or he wasn't booked to go there. So calm down. Calm down. Y'all be staying in these little cities that he ain't gonna ever step in. Why would you even worry about what he got going on, then checking on who you want to might come to your city? Go pick somebody that might pull up at your city or something. You feel me? That's what you need to go look at. You feel me? Go get him your votes. Boost him up.
And I want the viewers to understand that we're not endorsing any one party. Nah. We're not endorsing any one individual. Nah. We're not bashing any one individual. Nah. What Bato and I are talking about right now is we want you guys to think for yourselves, man. What matters to you the most? What issues are important to you? Maybe, pollution is a big deal to you, or maybe crime is a big deal to you, or maybe taxes are. What are the things that matter to you the most? And whatever it is that matters to you the most, do your research and figure out what candidate in these different offices, not just at a presidential level, but your Senate, your House, your local councilman, your mayor, your governor, like the candidates that closely align with what you want to see take place. That's who you need to invest your vote in. That's who needs to earn your vote. That's what we're talking about. We're not saying vote Democrat, vote none of that. We're just simply encouraging each and every one of you guys that are listening to do your research and figure out what matters to you, and then go from there.
Yeah, straight like that.
Yeah.
Do you?
Grownman Mondays every Monday.
That's all we can do. Thank you. It's time to get your independence back to your damn self. Do you? Shit. But be quiet, though. Be quiet if you're not doing anything. I'm going to say that for the ones that want to say it, that's not saying it with me. Goddamn, be quiet. Okay, we understand. Damn, let me do me.
That's all, man.
Let me do me, man. Stop following the leader on shit. that shit, that nobody follow the leader's shit, man. Come on, be your own person. That's all we saying. Talking to your ass. Yeah. Whoever. Pass the message to the next one. Do you. That's all you say. Do you, man. Shit. God damn.
Got my pressure all up, man.
You feel me? Shit like that. You feel me? It make you like, because it make, when you talking real talk, it make you fight your insides with yourself, so you get to speaking out loud, and you ain't really talking to nobody. You like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just
yeah, man. But listen, and that's what, and I'm glad that you clarified what you meant by like the whole neutral comment. That was really the point that I wanted to make, man. You got to stand for something, and when you stand for something, then you have to make sure that you align yourself with the person or persons or group of people that stand for what you stand for, as far as government is concerned. That's all I was trying to say. So
that's far as life too. Shit,
we was good.
Yeah, that's far as life too. Come on, disciple, man. Hey, give it to him, bro. That's for life too, though. Yeah,
that's
because
absolutely.
If you ain't working and you working, it's gonna be a problem right here in the middle, right there. It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, man. So
shit.
Yeah, even and I gotta give you a little bit of word. That's just how I roll. Even the Bible talks about being among people of like-mindedness. So that's basically the same thing, like associating yourself with people who have the same morals and beliefs as you, and making sure that you are around those kind of people for the most part. Now, don't mistake that for what we were talking about being among the people, what have you. That's more so like being able to be good in any group of people, like not being so far to the left that you can't have a conversation with people that are at the right. But when it comes to like the people that pour into you, that feed into you, those are people that should be of like-mindedness.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna go and hang out with people who do certain things because that's not who I am as a person. Can I have certain kind of conversations with people that don't believe the same things I believe? Absolutely. But as far as having people pour into me, I'm not gonna have just any and everybody pouring into me if I don't vibe the way that they vibe. I can have conversations and we can agree to disagree on certain things and we can discuss certain things, but but associating yourself with people that believe the same things as you is going to be key for your psyche, for your mental, and then also just going about your daily business in life, man. You got to have that. You got to have those people around you that feel the way you feel, that think the way you think, and then also you have in terms of like voting, same thing. Now it's hard, it's tricky when it comes to like voting because you don't always know exactly how they feel. You can only go by what the representative that they're sending out of themselves. So it's tricky with that. But you still got to make sure that you try to do everything that you can to align yourself with someone who is as close to what you believe in as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, because like you said, you got to protect your sanity with that, and it keeps your trust level at a low. You feel me? No more of neutral, just a little bit above neutral of trust level of someone. Because once you give that, then you got everything, fam. You got people you can vent to that's gonna keep it real with you right then and there, and not gonna walk with it and gossip with it. You feel me? Gonna leave it right there though. So
Welcome back, brother. What you got?
Snow cones. That whole got snow cones.
I'd like to apologize, number one, because I really want to talk today, but I had to come to work, and my little setup is just not setting up.
Yeah, it's all good, man. At least you tried, though. That make you a grown man. You feel me? Yeah, it's Grownman Mondays. You didn't make no excuse of not being here.
The epitome of
it. Yeah.
Wow.
But I don't like feminine time at the same time. It don't feel good.
You know.
A grown man is not going to feel good all the time, but they still handle their business. That's the epitome of a grown man, brother. So salute to you, pushing through the game, man.
Yeah, for real, man. So you could just rewind the tape too, like everybody else. Head ass. Get the whole conversation, and repost it. Repost it there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Miss Kathleen Elliott, appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much.
Grownman Monday, each and every Monday. You feel me? That's how we get down, man.
No doubt.
Hey,
no doubt.
Did Clarissa Mark get into a fight?
Who?
Clarissa Shields and Remy Mark. At the BET Awards, did they get into a fight?
I don't know. I ain't hear that. I didn't know they had to I didn't know they had a BET Awards, and I ain't into BET, bro. They not really for blacks. That's a gimmick.
Now, that right there, I will bow out gracefully. That conversation, only because I'm not well versed. I'm not versed enough to really have an opinion on that one way or the other. It's not because I am neutral, but it's more so just I just don't have enough information. Because I don't really mess with BET like that either. But
I don't like how Lee. I don't like how Lee rock, man. I don't like how she rock, man. She looks salty, man. She looks salty as hell. So I could just be judging by it. And like you said, I ain't got that much information, but I don't know. I don't rock with it, man, no more. I don't know. My spirit is just like not rocking with it. Like if I had cable, I wouldn't watch it anyway. So I heard they bringing 106 in Park back. I would like to get back in that, the culture of watching videos and upcoming songs and shit.
That's my era right there, man. That's my era right there. 106 in Park.
But I don't know. My spirit just saying BT just not what it's supposed to be, man. Never was.
I think now I guess this is strictly an opinion. I feel like they try to model after MTV. You know how like MTV went away from like what it stood for, music television. They just do a whole bunch of crazy shows that don't really have anything to do with music. I think that they are trying to move more towards that, and I don't really like that. And that's only just because of how I grew up with I think BET is like maybe 2 years older than we are. I think they came out like 80 or like right before we were born. So we really grew up on BET, and like to see what it has evolved to. I don't know. It just I don't get the same feeling that I did when, let's say late 90s, early 2000s. I don't get the same feeling, but I just don't know enough to really have a informed opinion about it. This is just strictly off of what I see, how I feel based upon what I see.
It totally took a left. Like it took a mean left, like for real.
Like, do they? Now, matter of fact, do they still have shows where they play videos and stuff like that?
They totally went off the grid of that. They went straight to streaming and TV shows.
I'm talking about like network television. I don't think that they have like networks that show like music videos.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
And that's probably things like YouTube and platforms like online platforms.
Yeah. So that's why they trying to bring 106 in Park back, because
ain't nobody in them videos.
Yeah, ain't nobody. Yeah, exactly. And ain't no kids out here killing each other no more. Radio is gone.
Wow.
Exactly. These kids ain't out here carrying these guns no more. So they got to get that music out there some kind of way, man. With this Diddy trial, a lot of shit shutting down of, what can happen in the music industry. I don't know, man. It's like they gotta do something. Somebody gotta do something to get this drill music back on the damn streets, because the radio is not playing it. That's what I'm saying. The radio ain't playing it. Ain't no videos really out there. And these kids ain't digging it no more. They ain't trusting nobody. They all going to jail, so they don't want to do that no more. Because they go to jail. I don't want to be no drill rapper.
It's all fun and games until they come with them shiny bracelets.
That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? Your ass gonna go to jail, nigga. Fuck you talking about, man? That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody saying that to him though. Like you could be bad all you want, youngster. Your ass going to jail. Regardless how bad you is, your bad ass gonna be in jail on some dumb shit. When you could have been at home. Don't cry for your mama now. What you talking about? Your mama eating Popeyes. What you eating? Big steaks. Yeah. You eating a loaf patty. Come on, man. Stop it. This shit ain't the life, man. But I'm proud of. I mean, in my county, I haven't heard about no kids or youngsters getting into it. I mean, come see by me. You could be a witness of this. I mean, if you heard something, then let me know. But I haven't heard too much of none of the teenagers out here acting up lately. So I'm taking that as a good grace to be worldwide that they chilling because ain't no little dirts out there. Little baby ain't talking about shooting nobody, so they ain't jamming him. Big extra plug, he might peel a nigga, but he talking about killing a nigga if they mess with him. So, you know, he got a story behind why he saying he gonna peel somebody, you feel me? He ain't really like trying to live out the lifestyle of a drill rapper while you rapping it though. Storytelling and music just really went way off the charts when people start making it saying that you have to be talking about your life while you rapping. Who said that? Who said I gotta talk about my life when I'm rapping? Come see about me. Who said that? You're an artist. See, he over there eating chips. You can't eat chips and gotta answer a question, bro. Come on, man. Put that Slurpee down, bro. Damn.
Oh man. Oh,
But
he's being courteous.
Who said that we had to rap about? Who said I had to rap about my life? Because I'm a rapper. Who said that? I don't have to rap about my life because I'm a rapper. I can rap about anybody's life. Who said that? Come see about me.
What story?
Huh?
I can do a whole story in my rap. I don't have to talk about what I do. I don't have to incriminate myself.
But who said that? Who said that when you rap, you gotta be like talking about yourself when you rap? Who said that? Who made that the rule? Like who made that law?
You ain't being real. If you talking about something you didn't do, you're not real, and you're not a real nigga. You're not a real nigga.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Work, I can't say it like you're not a YN.
Not an RN.
One of the greatest storytellers of music was Slick Rick. So the stories he tell, you mean to tell me most of that he said it was about him? Fuck no. Half of that probably was stories of niggas he knew from the streets. You feel me? He just not a wordplay it real well in the story mode. I'm just saying. Nigga, who said that? Like that's where all that came from, bro. Where you gotta rap by, so they gotta wear all this jewelry because he rapping about he got diamonds. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
But remember though that it makes for a good story though. It makes for a good story, and that's the thing. It's entertainment. It's no different than somebody, you know. It's no different than watching a movie. You know, where they make up stories about these outlavish things in movies and people don't question, oh, well, is this something that he knows firsthand? Like, so it's basically entertainment, man. And that's what people got to understand. It's entertainment where it gets to be like crazy is when people are, you think just because somebody says, oh, they must have lived it or something like that. No. And like you saying, I don't know when it became it became a rule that you got to rap about something, or something that you're saying is basically you have to be the one that experienced it. Yeah, I don't understand that. You know, I don't know.
I don't get that part though, and that's a serious part in music right now. That's a real serious part. Like,
yeah,
you gotta be about it. Be about what? No, nigga, I know a damn story I can tell you right now in the rap that sound player how I rap this shit out because what he did was play as fuck. Yeah, fuck you talking about? Yeah, hell no.
Yeah, man.
Nigga, I just sat around my uncles, nigga, can rap something about them niggas talking about stories, what they done did and this and that and what they didn't have and flipped it and nigga shit. And I don't sell drugs. So yeah.
I don't get the diamonds for. I don't get the fake ice. I don't get none of it. You say the chains. I already got ran down with them chains. I mean, that means on lock. That's how they want it. You know, that's why they got on all them chains. Cause we was chained up. Well, I ain't gonna say we, cause I wasn't born back then. But you said it earlier. You say they not killing no more. But they did make a new genre, Vato, and that genre is drill music. And I have a son that just so has drill music.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Drill music. I had to explain it to my boy, like, bro, anybody who do that, they get killed. And it's not a safe lane. It's not. They not.
Anybody that listen to that satanic ass style of fucking music gets killed or in jail. So it's only two things you can do to get the fuck about this life. You could lose your livelihood of living and get locked up and be living all your life, or you could be underground and you're gone. So it don't matter. You still gone. You just locked up in a cage. That ain't
yours.
You gonna wish they gave you the death penalty. Shit, nigga, give you all them damn counts. I done seen a man get 2,000 years, man. Stop it. She kept going. You give somebody 200 years, man, shut the fuck up, dog. Damn. What he gonna do after What he gonna do after 200 years, man? Come on, man. So don't let y'all kids listen to that drill music. We don't need to, you feel me, getting encouraged to want to harm somebody or even they self. Because y'all be talking about suicide, but not exercising and teaching what is suicide. You feel me? You just letting them know he killed himself because it was suicide. But you tell them what suicide is, the meaning and everything, your thoughts and all that. And if you ever get that thought, you come to me. You feel me? Before you even do that. You know what I'm saying? You just throwing it out there. Oh, he killed himself. And then you tell them the word of it, or it's suicide. And now they looking like, damn. But they have no education on it. And then they get to this thought in their head that they want to kill themselves.
I completely agree with that right there, man. Those teachable moments. Things like that. Topics of mental health. You guys know I'm a very big advocate of mental health. So that's like, for lack of a better term, music to my ears when you say that. Like, take the time to not glorify the incident itself, but like teach on, how somebody can be led up to that point, or teach that it's not, it's not necessarily, a bad thing that, or that like it's not taboo, or we should not sweep it under the rug is what I'm trying to say. But let's take the time to teach these people about, the signs, and don't ignore the signs, and don't think if somebody is saying that, like take them at their word and take them for face value, and don't just think, oh, they be all right and nothing like that. So I'm definitely in agreement with that right there for sure.
For real, man. Shit. So somebody kill? Shit, I kill.
I care too.
Nigga.
Anybody listening to this knows, like, look,
man,
you ain't got nobody to talk to, holla at me, because I can't
seen a lot came and gone. We all been seen a lot came and gone. It was a lot here before we got here. Huh?
Yeah.
Huh? It was a lot here before we got here, man. Like, This so man, it's just mind blowing. You feel me? It's just mind blowing. Each one teach one, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Nobody's lacking in nothing.
And listen, when you guys learn stuff, man, don't think that is you keep the knowledge to yourself, man. You know, you don't a lot of the times when you learn stuff, it's not always going to be for you, but it's for those that come behind you. So when you learn something, don't be stingy with the information, man. Help somebody else out. That could be the very thing that can literally save their life by the knowledge that you have obtained. Don't be a gatekeeper. Share that information. Share that wealth of knowledge. It can help somebody out, man, tremendously, man.
It really can, though. It really, really can. You know, writing somebody day with some information, we take it long ways, man.
Write somebody day with just, information, a word of encouragement, like,
come on, man.
So many different things, man. We people spend so much time online bashing people and gossiping and all that stuff that at the end of the day doesn't mean a thing after it's put in the atmosphere, man. It's like guns and butter from Melvin from Baby Boy. You got all this stuff that you buy that don't mean anything after you get it, but things that appreciate or that have the value goes up as time goes on. Not gossip. Once you gossip about somebody, what good is that going to do after the fact? Not a thing. It's entertainment for the moment, but chances are, after a few days, they, if it's not kept going, if it's not continued to be repeated, after a while it falls off. But you can kick knowledge to somebody. You can speak a word of encouragement. That might be the very thing that keeps somebody from killing themselves, or that might be the very thing that inspires the idea that can change the world simply by somebody encouraging somebody else. Come on, man. Like we gotta do better at really, the things that we keep tight-lipped versus the things that we regurgitating all that foolishness, all that gossip, all that celebrity beef, things that don't have nothing to do with you, that don't really benefit you in any way. But nevertheless, you actually taking the time to impart words of wisdom and encouragement to somebody else, man. Those are the things that actually matter in the grand scheme of things. Those are the things that actually, that can actually help somebody, man. So that's the time I'm on, man. And that's the time I'm gonna stay on. That's my purpose while as long as God spares my life to be here, is to be able to uplift and encourage other people, man. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that's all we can do, man. Protect loved ones, protect each other best way we can, man, before we get out of here. No more, no less, man. All that other shit for the birds. Period. All that other stuff is really for the birds.
Yeah, that's it, man. Come on, brother. What you got? We right at an hour now. What you got? Come see by me.
Yeah, we got to avoid the foolishness. Man. They put foolishness out there so we can be distracted, and if we feed into that foolishness, shit can easily seep into your soul, because that's what it is. It's soul ties and soul connections. Soul ties and soul connections. Whatever your eyes is realizing, that's what you're letting into your soul. So if you don't pay attention to it, you won't be involved into it. But whatever you're paying attention to, that's what you'll be involved to. If you're paying attention to this podcast, you will get nothing but knowledge and everything you need, because I guarantee something's going to be dropped that you're going to need, and you're going to have to use it for the rest of this week. That's why it's on a Monday, because it's actually the third day of the week, but I don't want to get too technical. I just want to know that when your eyes detect something. See, that's why I was asking these questions about. That's why I was asking these questions about the California and New York, the Trump and Elon. I was really saying, and Vato, you hit it right on the head, right where I wanted you to go. I wanted you to go there, and you did with the music. But with that, what I'm saying is what they trying to show us and what they got us thinking. They got everybody all divided up on You need to follow the rules and everything. But when you look at rules was made for rich people. It was made for the rich people to protect what they had. It wasn't to protect us. Rules was not made to protect us. Rules was made to protect the ones who had the bag. That's what rules were. So at the same time, if we paying attention, like if I feed into Musk and Trump, they getting into it. Like Vato said, they not getting into it. They making it look like they're getting into it, and we getting all bent out of shape, and they making us pick a side. We do not need to pick a side. It's unity. If all the signs and symbols come together, it's a key, and that key will open up what they're afraid us to open up, which is unity, which is the master of all things in this universe. Love. Love conquers all. Period. And everything put on divides that shit. Everything that's on a tail, a vision, divides us. And some of us fall for it. But it's people like us that brings it together and make that glue stick. It's people like us that's why we don't get the views that we're supposed to get, because it's people like us. Now, as soon as we turn to that DT shit and that section, all that shit, boy, we gonna have 9.5 million zillion views. So you sitting up there, you drop them nuggets, they gonna try to suppress your ass as much as you can. and that's, man, in a nutshell.
And that's why I call in a playful manner, I call myself checking Vato, but in actuality I'm glad that I did it in that way, because it made it almost it kind of put him to the point where he had to clarify what he was saying. And I'm so glad that he opened that up in that matter, because at the end of the day, he's not saying that he doesn't care. What he's saying is that he basically wants people to do their own research. And that's basically what it boils down to, man. When you do your own research and you align with certain type of things, I think that is that right there, when you can have a conversation, like how the three of us are having a conversation right now, and we discuss things. I don't necessarily agree with everything that Bato's saying. You don't necessarily agree with everything that I'm saying, but we can have a conversation and we can come to some kind of commonality where we can agree to disagree, or I can respect your viewpoint, but it's all love. Like we're doing it, like you said, love conquers all. Love doesn't mean that you got to agree with all, but it basically says that in spite of our differences, in spite of our viewpoints being different, we can still have a common ground where we can have a discussion and be good, agree to disagree, or meet somewhere in the middle, what have you. So I appreciate Vato for really blowing the door off the hinges with that, man, for sure.
Appreciate you, bro.
No doubt. And even you too, come see about me. Even with the fans and the AC on, I want to give you your flowers too, man, because people might look at the messenger when it comes to you, but they be missing the jewels that man be dropping. He come from a place of authenticity, being authentically yourself, and that's what it's all about, man. You might not like the look, but I'm gonna give you some real jewels to give you something to think about. That's what we're trying to do here, man. That's what we're trying to do here on Grownman Mondays. I'm gonna speak for these two when in saying that. Let you think, find your own thought process. Do your research. Think how you think. Don't be influenced by all this foolishness that you see in social media, man. Don't be influenced by that. But take the time to really research what matters to you. And you'll find that when you do your own research, then you will be at peace for the most part with, whatever conclusions that you draw, if you have the research to back it up. That's it, man. I'm through.
Yeah, I'm through too. Grownman Mondays, each and every Monday. You know what I'm saying? Gals Podcast. Come see by me, ESCO, Black Vato. Hey, man. Hey, tune in. Hey, inbox us questions, inbox us topics, something coming up. If you want us to talk about, ladies, if you need us guys' point of view, hit us up, fellas. If you need your brother's point of view, hit us up. So we just hear information. You might could teach us something. We don't know everything. We just know something. And we're out.
Doubt.
I'm tired of doing the same thing. Let's get this straight. I gotta say, we not have-nots. My time, don't waste. Tattoos, goatee, they don't mean a thing to me. You ain't no judge, so don't judge me. This is how I carry myself. They ain't teach me nothing. I don't know nothing. This is how I carry myself. They ain't teach me nothing. I don't know nothing else. Business, I take care of that there. Else it was because I don't like that there. No hustle, it's very sour. Mojo hustle, Austin Powers, bring it in by the hour. I ain't fucking with these grams. I distribute it. I ain't hustling for an outfit. She ain't my type, she ain't gonna fit. Majority of these niggas are counterfeit. Right, stay on top of it. Survived off these eggs and grits. Thankful, some ain't have shit. That's relevant. So I count my blessing. Pray more than less stressing. Heading in the right direction. Stand up when the devil tests me.